But if we be real though,
You know, I don't even feel like doing an intro this week. Welcome back, you guys, to another episode of a podcast. Um, you know,
I feel like doing his job this week. It's fine.
yeah, it was a, it was a good week. It was a good week to in a sense, feel like taking a break. Not really a break, but personal stuff. But
It's been like 2 weeks.
yeah, it has been like 2 weeks. But
Oh, maybe 3. I don't know. Whatever.
it's not like 2. But by the time it's up, maybe by the time this comes out, it'll be like 3. But yeah.
How was your day today?
I was thinking about wanting to like catch up with people and things, but yeah, let's just let's start with today. I did fall into a little bit of a slumber. This would usually happen on the old pod. Sometimes I'm not gonna say all the time, but I would
Fall into a little bit of a slumber?
yeah. So I would be up, and I'll be like, this is what happened. I look at the time. I think it was like 12 something. I was like, okay, I could just go on my phone for a little bit, and by the time the time hits, I'll send that text through, and it'll be time to record. I'll be ready. That did not happen. My room was a little too cold, and it was a little too cold. I just don't feel like getting up. It's a little too cold, and that cold kind of put me in a slumber. So
Hibernation.
yeah, I was like, I'm not moving, and it's like I wasn't in like a deep sleep, but I was in a sleep to where like I'm like halfway conscious. One of those. So yeah. But how was your day so far?
You know what? I had a McDonald's snack wrap today.
How long has it been?
They're back. They're back. And I'm so, like, that was one of my favorite things to ever get as a,
My mom likes snack wraps.
like, teenager, was the fucking ranch snack wraps. The only thing I will say
From
is,
McDonald's?
yes, the only thing I will say is the chicken is different. I think, the McCrispy strips or whatever the fuck they're called?
Selects or some shit like that.
Yeah, whatever they just came out with. The chicken strips. I think that's what they're using for the chicken inside the snack wraps. Fair.
Makes sense.
Fair. But tastes a little different than what the snack wraps used to taste like. But still good. Not fond that they're, like, with tax, for me, it's $3.20 for one. A little crazy, but it's okay.
I mean, they should have like a deal where you get like 2 for $5. That would be a decent deal. That
Yeah,
was
but
something I could
it
get
used to
from
be like $2. They do have a meal for them now, though. So they do have a meal. You can get, like, I think it's one snack wrap, a medium fry, and a drink for whatever the price is. But
Nah, you gotta add like 2 or 3 to that thing, bro.
I can't remember if it was 1 or 2.
It should be 2. If it's 1 with just
I
like
just
medium
wanted
fry.
1 before I had to eat dinner today, because I'm gonna make dinner when I'm done here. But yeah.
Pretty
Anything else happened today? I don't think anything else has happened today, but I will say, you know how last week, or well, not last week, but last episode, we were talking about Labubu's.
Labubu's.
I may or may not have acquired a Labubu.
I think you have.
And I may or may not have also acquired what on the internet is called a Lafufu, which is a fake one. Now, I will say, my fake one, look at them side by side. This is a real one, this is a fake one. The fake one's pretty good.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's a little like harder than this one. My sister, on the other hand, also got a Lafufu, and it is
bad.
I honestly, you know what? I'm gonna see if she can send me a picture, and I'll have Sway insert the picture into this because it's
Yeah,
a
I'll
little
do
scary.
that.
Because she has the real, like, the exact color of the Lafufu that she got, so it's definitely like,
Noticeable.
yeah, there's a very clear comparison. It's really bad. The number one thing, honestly, for me is the tags. This tag is like ripped, like all fucked up. That's like the worst part. Everything is spelled correctly. I'll give him that. But yeah, these are my sons.
Pretty good replica. Pretty
I
good
really
replica.
wanted this color, but in the real one. But you know
Yeah.
what? A fake one will do just fine because he's still pretty cute, right?
I was talking to my friend the other day, and he was telling me that he wants to sell fake Lavubus on like somewhere. I don't know where he was selling, but he's telling me he wants to sell fake ones. I'm like, I mean, people are gonna buy them for sure, just because the real ones are
So
pricey.
yeah, the thing is too is like people go crazy, and like I was saying that in the last episode, people will buy like boxes on boxes on boxes to get whatever one it is
The one they
that they
want.
want, right?
Yeah.
So I went to the mall. I went to the mall, and this little kiosk inside Crossgates Mall is selling like Labubu everything. Like there was clothes, there's like 3 different versions. I don't know that much about them.
Yeah.
I know enough to know that I wanted this green guy, right? Um, and then there's these things called Sunny Angels, which are the little like naked baby figurines. They had a bunch of those. I don't know if those were real or not. Could be, could not be, but the young man that was selling the Lafufus, right? And I say young, he was probably like, I would have said 16 if I walked past him, but he was some sort of brown, and
Okay. That's just the way to describe that, man.
he was probably like 19. He was young, and he was like, "Oh, is there a specific color you want?" And I go, yes. I go, is there any way that you can guarantee that I can get like this green one? And he was like, 90% chance. I was like, 90's good.
And he's pretty good. That's almost
90's
guaranteed.
good. So he hands me a box. I already had boxes in my hands because my sister wanted a specific one. I wanted a specific one.
Yeah.
And I asked her, I'm like, do you want a specific color or do you want to just wing it and see what you get? And she was like, well, I would like the purple one. And so he picks out a box. He goes, yeah, 90% this is the purple one. I go, okay. Hers was not the correct one. So 10% chance we got the wrong one.
The chances you take.
But the 90% chance was correct on this little guy. He's a little chunky, but he's cute. I'm not gonna lie. They do kind of grow on you. Anyway, other news is I broke my finger. Actually, I don't think this one's broken. This one's broken, but
She broke it again. Well, for
no.
you guys that don't know, she's infamous for getting injured at work.
Infamous. I've only done it. This is the 3rd time.
Infamous.
And I've been there for 3 years. Oh my god, my eye itches. Sorry, guys.
That's an injury per year. That's quick math for you guys right there. I'm not really good at that.
Yeah, I sprained my ankle after being there for like 8 months, I think. That was a really bad one because that one was an OSHA. That was an OSHA one.
High ankle sprain.
This one, when I broke, I'm pretty like 95% sure I broke this finger.
That was bad.
That one was disgusting.
We should have been potting during those months, but
that was January. I did this one in January. And then this, I just did. What day was that?
I feel like it was like 3 days ago.
It was like Sunday. This one I also did myself. I hit myself in the hand with a wrench, trying to unstick something. But yeah, anyway, that one's besides the point. This one, I kind of did myself, but it was an accident. Like, I pinched my hand between some stuff. The other thing was, I fell. I just misstepped taking...
clumsy.
Just walking, Yeah, clumsy.
Very clumsy. You're almost like you're left-handed or something.
They're gonna need to put me in, like, a bubble at my job. It's fine.
Yeah, they gotta put you in Saran.
But yeah, that's all I got. That's my updates.
Yeah.
I watched back last week's episode, right?
Good
review. And I was surprised that you left the clip of who's ever, whatever.
Oh, because it's a good clip.
And said hi. Yeah. I was just watching my face because you can literally see me go, "Who the fuck is that?"
As you should.
I just want you guys to know I've known Sway for almost a year now.
Almost a year.
I don't know who he lives with.
Nobody knows my personal life. People get bits and pieces, and then people could puzzle in the things that they.
He did admit in the last episode, though, that his children are fake.
I didn't admit that, but
he's been trying to convince us for a year now.
I don't need to convince you guys about anything. My son's birthday has not just passed, but it passed recently. You know.
Sure.
He's 2.
Sure.
It was June 13th. I would appreciate it if you guys could wish my son a happy late birthday. It's been about a month.
Should have said that in the last episode.
I should have, but we had a lot to talk about last episode. We also have a lot to talk about this episode, but we had a lot to talk about, and I couldn't really get to that point because it wasn't really a kid-heavy episode.
It was. We were talking about baby names the entire episode. So what do you mean it wasn't a kid-heavy episode?
It was more of the parents naming them bad names. I guess. Not really about the children. We could talk about the children if that's a topic you have in mind, but no. Shout out to my 3 beautiful children. But where can we start this week? Well, there's been a couple viral things happening. A couple viral things on the internet. Typical.
A very viral thing that you and I do not agree on.
Yeah, no, I think it'll make for some good conversation. So, I think these past 2 weeks, the XXL, everybody knows what XXL is. This, it used to be this magazine that would feature upcoming rappers. And it used to be a prestigious magazine, very prestigious. People like J. Cole, Wale, B.O.B., Nipsey Hussle. The list of names that have been on XXL is a very legendary list of names. It used to feature upcoming rappers. But I would admit, ever since 2016, after 2016, because people say 2016 is the best class, had Uzi, 21 Savage, Yachty, Little Dicky even, surprise, in terms of what he's doing today. It had a lot of notable rappers. But since then, it has had very bad, not only freestyles, but bad rappers. And I think the problem is that there are no, how would I say this? There's no upcoming rappers anymore. It's just if you have a fan base, if you pull views, we'll put you in there. And not all the time that is the best thing for.
I think SoundCloud ruined that.
In a sense, yeah.
You had all the Lils that came out in 2016, 2017, 2018, and then everybody thinks that they can be a rapper because they can download SoundCloud on their phone. Or onto their computer or whatever, and because they think that they can speak over a beat, they think that they can be a rapper, and now you have these people. I'm not saying the person that we are talking about is like that, because they did have quite a few viral songs on TikTok.
That's what I am saying. He's not horrible, and people are trying to use him as a poster. People are trying to call him the new Post Malone when he's not talented enough to do what Post Malone did.
No,
which was make rap music and then transition to pop music. He's not that.
And transition from pop music into pop country music.
Yeah, Ian. Look, the person we're talking about is Ian. Ian is someone I've been following for a little bit now. First song I ever heard was obviously a rap song, and it was a song called Two Step with Breezo. Who's Breezo? Another underground rapper most people have probably never heard of. Have you ever heard the song Two Step? Pretty good song for like this underground scene that they're in. It's not bad in any sense. It's just good for the underground. Like it's not going to go anywhere outside of the underground. This is why I think it's not even like the rapper's fault because these people make music regardless, right?
Mm-hmm.
They probably have a fan base thanks to TikTok because I think without TikTok, these guys wouldn't be as high as they are in,
No.
I guess you could say, fame. But the way TikTok works, we all know how like these viral videos.
Yeah, you have one song
or
one clip of your song go viral, and then you're like all of a sudden overnight famous. And I think that goes for anybody, whether or not they're a rapper or any sort of like singer or anything like that. If you have anything, like fucking Brittany Broski, look at what she's doing now.
Yeah, I don't know what she's doing.
From literally going viral from drinking or debating about whether or not to drink kombucha. Like that's why she's famous.
I don't know why she was famous. Funny. I just thought she was like funny.
I love Brittany Broski. She's hilarious. But like I'm just saying, like something as little as that changes your life.
Yeah, it's so crazy what like TikTok could do for you as a musical artist, as a personality, or as just even when you're already famous. It's so crazy to what it could do for you.
Well, I think when you're already famous, for people like Billie Eilish, for example, it kind of gives your followers like more of your personality.
Yeah.
Out of like just a music video or a clip from an interview or whatever. But yeah, no, the whole, so the Ian thing, the XXL freestyle. Let's talk about it, Sway.
All right, so the clip that people are talking about is when he's like,
"Damn, I'm feeling like 50 Cent, bitch, I'm in the club. Damn, I'm on my Britney shit. Oops, I hit again. Damn, I'm on my DJ Khaled shit. We the best. Damn, we rolling hella deep. I feel like Adele."
Like that's that whole little segment right there. People are hate it. They hate love it. Like it's one of those things that it's like this is so bad I can't stop listening to it. I have to keep replaying it in my head. It's one of those things where, and I do agree, the delivery of it pretty fucking shit. Not a good delivery of what he's trying to say. I have seen clips of people making it better, and that is true. Like he could have delivered it way better. But it's a good concept. It's a good concept.
I think the idea behind it is a good concept. But I think he could have executed it way better. Like we said, there were people, and I sent those. I don't know if I actually sent you the clip of the girl that like did way better, literally just by switching lines.
Yeah.
For the DJ Khaled thing, and honestly, like for a freestyle, because I know he's young, right?
Yeah, he's like 20.
He's like 20.
25, something like that.
Oh, well, whatever.
No, he's a little older for...
He's young and he's new, and I know, like, freestyle, like, just because you're a rapper doesn't mean you're going to be good at freestyle.
That's what I was going to mention, too. Like, this generation of rappers are not freestyle rappers. They don't even write.
Lil Dicky, I will give Lil Dicky some credit where credit is due. Like, he might be fucking nuts, a little bit crazy, a little bit weird, but his freestyle is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And so I'm not going to shit on him too much for the freestyle itself, Ian. Because it could have been worse.
Yeah, like that's what I was going to say.
I listened to it like right before
freestyles.
Yeah, I listened to it like right before we started, and because I wanted to get the whole thing, because I've only been getting clips, and I wasn't sure what order everything went. And the whole Britney Spears, DJ Khaled, fucking Adele garbage heap is all the way at the end.
That's
So like
that's the
they,
funny part. It's not like he
cause
started
like
with that bullshit.
he had me for the first minute. I was like, all right, like this isn't terrible. It could be worse. And then it gets to the fucking Britney Spears, and it's not even like you said, the concept is there. It's just the rhyming aspect,
Yeah,
or like it just doesn't hit right.
He could have said it a
And
very
then there's a
different
couple
way.
lines. There's even a couple of lines like leading up to the Britney Spears part. The concept is good and it hits, but then he lost me at Britney Spears. Lost me at Britney Spears.
The
And then
Britney
after DJ
Spears, the
Khaled,
DJ Khaled, the Adele
right
shit.
after DJ Khaled still lost. After Adele still lost, and I think there might have been one line after Adele, and then after that there was a couple more lines, and they were okay.
Yeah.
But that Britney Spears line, like, just started the fucking dumpster fire. But the first, like I said, though, it's only like a minute and a half.
Yeah, that first half of it is pretty like
The
decent.
first
At
literally minute and 15 seconds of it, fine. Like not like spectacular, but like fine. And then you get to good old Britney Spears, and
That's what I was saying about it. Like, it's not a horrible freestyle in terms of what we have for like new rappers nowadays. There's not a lot of good new rappers that people are going to be interested in. But I know most people on this double XL freshman list, and they're pretty. They have their fan bases, but these are not like rappers that are going to like change the rap game. They're just going to be a part of it, and that's about it. No one's going to be like a J. Cole or a Kendrick, or no one's going to be one of these people. They're just they're just more rappers. And I think I blame Dumbo XL because it's their fault for choosing these rappers. But then again, you don't have a lot to choose from, so what else can you really do? There's not like
But are they only known for like upcoming rappers, or like do they like?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be like notable for. Like it's like it's a freshman list, so they're supposed to introduce new rappers. In a sense, new rappers. Like rappers are up and coming. So
I will say male rappers in the past couple of years garbage. Female rappers though, female rappers I feel like are up and coming, and I think that's a good thing.
I'm like actually on this list there might be like only one female rapper that was on this.
In like just the past couple of years, they've had. I mean, I'm going to like COVID, like 2020. Yeah. You have Megan Thee Stallion, you have Doja Cat, you have. I don't know if Doja Cat's technically like a rapper, but I know she does a little bit.
Yeah, she's kind of like a tweener.
This past year you have Doechii. She did some big things.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like.
You got Glorilla. You have Sexy Red. You got a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Where before you had like Nicki Minaj, and that was it.
And start of list, end of list.
And then you had that moment in time where Iggy Azalea thought she could do something, and that just...
Yeah, they were trying to back Iggy. They're trying to make her a thing. They in a sense succeeded, but also failed because now she's just Playboy Cardi's baby mother, which is not a good thing because Playboy Cardi does not take care of his kids. He fully abandoned his kids to make music and never drop it. But yeah, like the WSL stuff, that was a little viral moment, and it was kind of a whatever thing.
Yeah.
But I watched a lot of WNBA. I'm be honest, I haven't been watching a lot of WNBA. I kind of stopped.
You and the WNBA.
I kind of stopped. I kind of fell off. I was watching the beginning, but there's so many glaring holes with the WNBA of how they present their product to me, and there's a lot of things I don't like about how they present it because to me it's like this is what the league represents to me. We have beautiful women that also like to play basketball. And it's just the way they talk about them, even like the way like other people talk about them too. They feed into that shit. When it's like we should be focused on the play of the women rather than the women themselves. And there was a moment that happened a couple weeks ago. Her name is she plays funny enough on the Fever. Shout out to I gotta mention Caitlin Clark at least once this episode. Gotta mention Caitlin at least
Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark, listen. This man is obsessed with you. He's in love with you.
I
don't know if you swing that way. I don't know if you like chocolate. Look, but if you do,
I'm gonna be honest with you. The more I see her, the more I'm like, yo, she's pretty attractive. I'm like, she's pretty attractive. I think she's pretty attractive. But this is not even about Caitlin Clark. It's not about Caitlin Clark. This is about her former teammate. Her name is DeWanna Bonner, some shit like that. I kind of forget her name. It sounded like that, DeWanna Bonner. She was on the team, right? Mind you, she signed here. She has like a $200,000 contract, which is a max, like damn near a max contract in terms of WNBA salary.
Mm-hmm.
So she was on the team. But her wife or fiance, whatever they want to say, is on the Phoenix Mercury. And she wants to, the whole thing is that she wants to go play with her wife. She wants to be, she's away from her wife too much. She doesn't want to be away from her anymore. And her whole thing is, I want to go play with my wife. That's basically what it is. So she informed the Phoenix, not the Phoenix, she informed the Indiana Fever that she doesn't feel like it's a fit anymore. In other words, I don't want to play with you. I miss my wife. Right. And mind you, the WNBA season is not that long of a season. It's about the length of the summer. And that's about, 3 months? Maybe.
Yeah.
It's maybe 3 months. And you can't be away from your wife for 3 months. I get it. Maybe you just miss your wife. But you would never see this in any other professional sport ever. Like, ever. You would never see this. But shit like this happens. Like, why are we allowing this insane behavior? And then they end up releasing her. And guess what team she's on now? The Phoenix Mercury. Why are we allowing this behavior in this league? They don't take this league serious. They just don't. They don't take it serious. And it's fucking
I feel like, if anything, it would be more exciting to be on opposite teams of your significant other. I know that doesn't really happen in other sports.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of gay athletes, or openly gay athletes at least.
Right. In like male sports at least.
Yeah, that's
yeah, like I feel like that would be so much more exciting. Like if your favorite player is her or her wife, you'd be like, yeah, I really want to watch that game because Fever's against, what is it? Phoenix Mercury?
Yeah, Phoenix Mercury against like the Indiana Fever. That would be interesting. You facing your wife. That would be a very interesting thing to see.
Right. That was like when kind of like when the Kelsey brothers were against each other.
Yeah, that's like an interesting. That's like a talking point.
When. Yeah.
But WNBA.
One piece of hair is really pissing me off. Sorry.
There's actually another team, the Minnesota Lynx, that they have these two like point guards, and they both have like short hair, and they call them. It's something with stud in it. The announcer said it. I can't remember what she said, but it's essentially
they just openly said it. The announcer.
Yeah, it was like
okay.
Stud Buzz or some shit like that. It was I forgot what the fuck they call him. I would literally have to search it up. I'll probably put a clip in here to show it. But
Courtney Williams to Heidemann, Stud Buds, back to Williams, 3-ball, good. Stud Buds unite.
Yes, like they openly said like a pun with stud in it, and I'm like, okay. I mean, stud is not like a offensive word, but okay. I mean, if that's
it's not an offensive term. I don't think.
No, it's not. Like I think the word is dyke that's offensive, but
okay, yeah, just say it. It's fine.
I mean,
I don't think stud is offensive. I think it's just that the announcer felt so comfortable just openly.
Yeah, like on national television, you just said stud.
All right, we're over it. My hair's pissing me off. Anyway.
What I'm stuttering.
What the fuck was that? English?
Yeah, not my strong suit. English is not my first language.
Okay. Don't need to lie on the internet.
That's why I fuck up so many words. So, 4th of July passed, and that got me thinking. Like, if you was to have like a holiday, possibly, after yourself, like, what would that be? Like, what holiday would not to replace a holiday, but if you had to pick a time to have a holiday, like, what would it be? Like, when would it be specifically?
I don't know, where there's like a time period within the year that there's not any holidays to break time off up.
Yeah.
So I'd probably pick somewhere in between there. I think it's like between like March or February and like Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that.
No, I do think that's like the biggest.
I would pick somewhere in there, like a federal holiday that you have to take off, or not that you have to, because like my job, it's optional. If I don't feel like getting paid the overtime, I don't have to. If I work, I get paid the overtime. If I don't work, I just get paid for the holiday.
So is your holiday like a national holiday, or are you just like, is it one of them holidays like Cinco de Mayo, where it's just like celebrated but not like actually recognized?
No, I want it because like Cinco de Mayo, you don't get off of work.
Yeah, you don't.
I want it like Christmas, Thanksgiving.
Oh, you want it like a worldwide thing.
And I think Juneteenth is on that list now.
Yeah, like now it's getting recognized. The white people have claimed it.
Right. So I want to get that off, like a whole day off. If I could do like a week-long holiday,
like that's what I was gonna ask.
Fucking.
Would you make it like
Hanukkah,
a month, a day, or like a week?
Like Hanukkah, I don't know if you actually get the entire 8 days of Hanukkah off, but
that'd be crazy.
That would be crazy. That would be nice.
I think I would like a weekend.
Yeah, but if you like, if you've ever noticed, a lot of holidays are conveniently on a Monday.
Yeah,
so you get like a long weekend.
I think.
But I would want to do mine on like the Friday if that were the case.
I think I would like a summer one, but not really. Maybe I would like an August one, because I don't think nothing important in August happens in terms of national.
My birthday?
I was gonna say national. Your birthday's not really a holiday; it's more like a day for you, just for you.
Yeah, but it's still my birthday.
Would you make your birthday like a national thing? Like that's your holiday?
No, I was thinking about that. So when I thought about the whole holiday time period thing, I thought about my birthday, but like right after my birthday is Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
So like kind of pointless.
Maybe a couple of weeks before your birthday.
Maybe you do one. Maybe if you did one in like the beginning of August, end of July.
Yeah, I was gonna say July seems like a perfect month.
Yeah, so that way you have off like 4th of July, then you have a space, and then you have another holiday, and then you have a space, and then you have Labor Day.
Almost every month has like a significant day to it, now that I'm thinking about it. January has New Year's, technically.
New Year's and Martin Luther King Day, I think, is January.
That's also true.
Don't quote us on any of this. We're not looking at anything.
Not like at all. I'm just off the top of my head. February has like Valentine's Day and Black History
Valentine's Day and it's Black History Month, but it's also, is that President's Day? Or do I have them vice versa? January, February, President's Day.
I think it is President's Day.
One of those ones.
What does March have?
Is
March nothing?
March has St. Patrick's Day.
That does count. That is very national. That's very like people talk about that a lot. May, Cinco de Mayo, June is Pride.
I feel like people just need one holiday or one day a month to have an excuse to get fucked up.
Yeah, I do agree.
And I think that's why there's a holiday almost every month.
Yeah, now
Well,
that I
then
think
also,
about it, really is.
Also, it depends because sometimes Easter falls in March, but it also sometimes falls in April. It depends on the
Yo, I
whole
just skipped over April. Holy shit, I definitely did.
the whole like Lent thing, which you know from like Ramadan and stuff. It's all kind of like based off the same.
Ramadani. We love
What did
Ramadan.
you just say to me?
Ramadani.
Oh, it like echoed weird. But yeah, so sometimes Easter is in April, sometimes it's in March. Spring break also happens in April, so because there's like Good Friday. And then you have Memorial Day in May. Cinco de Mayo.
Then you have June with Pride and Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
July is July 4th.
And then you have that space between July and Labor Day.
That is a big space to not have. Yeah, maybe that's a perfect
That's what I'm
space
saying. You gotta have
not-
something in like beginning of August, because then it's like July, beginning of August, and then usually Labor Day is beginning of September.
Yeah, 'cause I was gonna say that month period between like October to December is just straight.
But I think if you were to do another holiday in August, you should do like a whole weekend thing.
Yeah,
That like
I think I
everything
would do a whole week thing
because
just because there's nothing going on throughout that like damn near whole month.
well, I think just because it's summer,
Yeah, like I think we
like
end
just
summer
let people
around
let everything shut down pretty much for like 2-3 days, and then let people enjoy like just one weekend.
then. Yeah, I like that. Then we just
And in
wait for
my
the holiday.
case, like enjoy a weekend so I can try to get tan, so I can get rid of this tan line. Do you see this shit? Do you see this fucking tan line?
Oh my
This
God.
isn't a sunburn anymore. It's peeling. That's a tan line. From this exact shirt, actually.
Wow.
This shirt sitting like right here. And I was sitting in the sun. This arm didn't get nearly... Ooh, look at the difference.
That's why you gotta wear your sunscreen.
I didn't think I was going to be sitting outside.
You always gotta wear your sunscreen. Man. You
I
know how you
usually-
white people are.
I usually do wear sunscreen. Look at me.
Yeah, you should. You should even wear sunscreen even with the house lights.
I have my blinds like slightly open.
Yeah. Like those still can get you. You white people are like vampires sometimes, man.
Anything above like I think SPF 50 is pointless though. Coming from a pale person, like the palest person, literally allergic to the sun, break out in hives. Pale person. You're laughing, but I'm being dead
No,
ass.
it's so funny, like with white people, well, people, not even say white people, with pale people, is because you guys are like legitimately allergic to the sun. Like, that's like not even like a joke, like a good bit. Like, it's legitimately true. This
Right.
is true when they say like white people are from the mountains of Caucasus. It's very
Not
much
all.
true.
Okay, listen. Not all pale people are allergic to the sun.
Not all, but you people that
Not
like,
all white people are allergic to the sun. Like, we don't need to be making up some fucking stereotypes, hee hee ha ha shit here, sway.
oh man,
I actually don't know what happened, because as a kid I was fine, but I don't know if that's just because my grandma just put a lot of sunscreen on me and I was fine.
yeah, probably.
I have to take like a Zyrtec like allergy pill if I go outside, or if I know I'm gonna be going outside for a long period of time. I'll take one, or if I put on sunscreen, usually I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has to do with, listen, this is a little sciencey here, the UV index. If the UV index is too high, I break out in hives, because sometimes I can go outside and I'm fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can literally sit in my car to drive somewhere, and I break out in hives from the sun getting in through my windshield.
Yo, the sun being one of your worst enemies is so funny, bro.
Yeah, I think it has to do with the UV index. If the UV index is very high, then I'm fine. Or if it's like low, then it's... Or no, if the UV index is too high, then I'm high V. Break out in hives. If it's low enough, then I'm fine. Like 5 and below is probably fine because I don't even think you can get a sunburn.
Listen, you know, black people have their disadvantages too.
You guys can still get sunburned.
We can. That is true. I've never. No, there was one
You also
time in the
don't
summer.
leave your house.
Let me just tell my story. There was one time, I remember, it was a hot summer day. It was so hot, I remember nobody being outside. Like, the parks were fucking empty. This was back at a time when people, like, were still at parks.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it being so hot out there, and I'm just, like, out there just, like, you know, playing basketball by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember my skin being so, like, it felt dry, like it was peeling. I don't know if that I got a sunburn, but it felt like my skin felt like very dry. Like
were you not informed that even though you have melanin, that you have to put on sunscreen?
No, I'll be honest. I've never put on sunscreen a day in my life. Like never.
Must be nice.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't know if that's just like.
I've had a lot of really bad sunburns in my life. Like, not quite sun poisoning sunburns, but bad sunburns. I don't know why I don't know if my family just hates me or something, but we were at the beach. We usually go to Hampton Beach, New Hampshire, every year when I was younger. I was probably, I don't know, 18. I think it was like 18 or 19. And I had fallen asleep on the beach. But I was underneath like a little tent thing that they had. And that's usually where I live. Whoever has a little umbrella or a tent, that's where I am, because I know I cannot sit in the sun for a long period of time. I fell asleep, my legs sticking out of the tent, because I'm 6 feet tall. I can't sleep in the whole fucking thing, right? I'd take up the entire thing. So I'm sleeping on my stomach, you know, like this, legs out of the tent. No one in my family was like, yeah, like, while she's sleeping, let me just spray a little sunscreen on her, or like maybe we'll wake her up and like let her know. No, they literally just let me cook. And I liked to call them racing stripes down the back of my legs, from the bottom of my butt cheek where my bathing suit was to my ankle.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably had like a sock strip on your shirt, but it was way more than a sock
bright red
strip.
lines down the back of my legs. I also, all of my cars, actually, besides my very first vehicle, have all had leather seats. I had to drive with like either a towel or like a bed sheet or a pillowcase or something on my across my seat for the longest time until my sunburn stopped hurting.
I was gonna say I probably would do that regardless with like leather seats in the summer, because
it's not as bad, like, unless you're wearing like booty shorts.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, the shorts that I'm wearing today are like on the shorter end, so I can like feel the leather seat. But like if you're getting in the car with like jeans or, you know, just like shorts that go like maybe like mid thigh, you're probably fine.
Yeah,
it's really not that bad.
Yeah, I've never had to experience like this sun problem that people have to deal with, like, ever in my life. Obviously, these days I don't have to deal with it, but I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, it's been fucking like hot this past month, bro. Holy fuck!
Well, good thing they just opened the Central Park pool.
I'm not saying nobody's going there, because people are gonna go there, but if you're a real deal like New Yorker. Not even gonna say New York. If you're a real deal city liver, that sounded weird when I said that. City liver?
City dweller.
Yeah, you're not going to that shit. At least, like, really. I mean you might go there for vibes. I wouldn't be mad for the people that go there for vibes. It sounds like a good time, but you're not legit going to the Central Park pool to go to the pool. There's way better pools throughout the city. Way better pools.
I think the appeal to that one is that it's free.
Yeah, I do agree. I
There's no
mean,
cost to get in.
there's definitely some free ones. Nah, I mean, most like good ones that have like indoor and like multiple pools, you do have to pay. You actually
Right.
do. That is true.
So I
But
think that's the main issue with the Central Park pool. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, I live in upstate New York, so I lives down in the city.
city
Close
boys.
enough. Close enough to Central Park.
Yeah, I'll take a little.
It's like a 3-hour drive for me. But yeah, the Central Park pool, I've seen clips about it because it opened like last week, I think.
Yeah, see.
And it's not going as well as people thought, but I also don't think they thought the influx of people they would get for a free pool
Nah,
in the middle of
they.
Central
I don't
Park.
think they understood what free pool really meant.
I mean, the images that I've seen of it, it doesn't look bad.
That's
Like
probably not,
the pool itself.
yeah, I was gonna say
The
it's
pool
probably
itself, it doesn't look bad. Like it looks like it's a pretty sizable pool.
yeah,
The only problem is I don't think they have a lot of like lounge chairs,
probably not.
and I don't know if they again, I haven't actually like looked into it. This just like came into my head, but I don't know if they have like a time limit for people because I know people were waiting in line for hours
Yeah,
to get in this fucking public pool that God only knows how many people have been swimming in forever, for how long. I know I did see a video that they close for like an hour to clean it. I don't know what they do to clean it. There was that video that you sent me either earlier today or last night. I also saw it like a couple days ago
yeah.
about how people are pooping in Central Park.
Listen, bro, they have a lot
Central
of
Park
dirty
pool.
people in this city, man. They have a lot
And
of
like,
nasty
I can't
people.
say anything though, because like, I was a camp counselor when I was like 14, and there's a place up here called Peerless Pools, and I think you have to pay like a little bit to get in, but it's in Saratoga Spa State Park, and there was they had to evacuate kids out of the pool because a kid pooped in the pool. But kid, right? These are kids like I think my group of kids, they were like 12 and under, right? I can only imagine the grouping of people that are going to the Central Park pool. That's not even a public pool. That's a public bath.
Yeah.
Think about the amount of homeless people in there, like in New York
Yes.
City in general. Where do you think they're going in the summer?
Because that's what I was gonna say. I have a pool like really right down the block from me,
Mm-hmm.
and I think all you need is like swimming trunks, like literally.
You need swimming trunks and a lock, like because
that's what it is. Like,
what was I don't even know what the point
that's
is.
if you
for
have
lock.
anything that like you need to put in your locker, like that's
Yeah.
But yeah, most of the time it's just like you just need your swimming trunks, and even the pool. Well, obviously, judging by the place I live, you could tell dirty, pretty dirty, stereotypical shit. But
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
it's bad. It's pretty bad. But yeah, I don't think they really understood what public pool really meant to the
Yeah, I think they just meant public bath.
what the the way I would have done it if I was running the Central Park pool, I would have done it. I would have done like 2 hours each. I would let maybe I don't really know how many people.
I don't know what the capacity is. No.
Yeah, so let's just say it's like maybe 200 people, right, or whatever. Just throwing a number out there.
People are
I
waiting.
would have put a 2-hour time limit for the 200 people, and obviously they're gonna have to wait until we get everybody out after that 2-hour time limit, and then clean it, and then we could let more people in after that. You know, we could do the little cycle thing, but it has just for it to stay clean and just for not a lot of people in there. That's the two
I'm
things.
also curious about like the maintenance in general.
Yeah.
Like, how are they paying for the maintenance if it's a free pool?
City funding, probably.
Yeah, but like you could think about like if they charged people only $5
Yeah.
go into the pool. Because, like, what are they? It's going to be shut down during the winter. What are they going to do with it? Probably get a fucking ice skating rink?
Yeah, I was going to say most likely ice skating rink. Which would be pretty nice.
That would be nice. That would be nice because usually the one in, what is it, Rockefeller Center?
Yeah.
Is usually fucking packed.
I went there one time for a school trip.
It's because of the movies. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody sees the movies of the ice skating rink. People are like, oh my god, I need to go there. It's usually busy. And I also think it's free. I think it's free to skate there.
Yeah, I don't really know. I never went by myself.
I mean, most places are free to skate. Like up here in Albany, you can skate right in the Empire Plaza, but you gotta like pay the $5 to rent the skates.
It's not that bad.
No. I can tell you I'm not good at ice skating.
I'm also not good. I remember when I was in middle school, I fell a lot.
Yeah.
I felt so bad, I thought I fractured my forearm. Didn't like that shit. But yeah. I mean I would like to learn how what I'm so it's a lot. I don't want to do that. I don't want to learn how to ice skate. I have no interest in that. But yeah, that's what's going on with the Central Park. Cool. But in bigger news, some will say even the biggest news, right?
I'm scared.
Drake has dropped a song. He dropped a single. But he dropped it in a very
He just dropped a whole album with Party Next Door.
That was
like months ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Like that whole cycle ended. I liked it. I enjoyed the Party Next Door album. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed that shit a whole lot. It was so much fun to me. It was a good listen. But yeah, Drake dropped a single called "What Did I Miss," and he dropped it in a very different way than he's usually dropping singles. He dropped it via stream, and the stream was pretty, different. It was him walking around. Well, if you don't know, the album that he's dropping is
I didn't listen really much to it.
Yeah, the album that he's dropping allegedly is called Iceman. So he's doing this persona with this Iceman thing. Some people are speculating it's a serial killer called Iceman. I don't really know about the serial killer Iceman. Maybe it's a Canadian thing. Some people are saying it's Iceman because he's so cold to everybody now, so he is the Iceman. But he's
okay.
He's the whole stream was him working in a factory, right? He worked literally doing job work in a factory, walking around, measuring shit, writing shit down, doing legit office work. And then music starts playing, and he plays the song "What Did I Miss?" And I'm not gonna lie, I do like the song. Now look,
the little bit that I did listen to didn't sound bad.
No, it's a Drake song.
Some of the the last couple albums he's dropped, there have been some questionable songs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what was the name of his most recent one with Party Next Door.
Some sexy songs, something like that.
Yeah, so I thought there was quite a few on there that are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously fucking, what is it, Nokia is the song of the summer at the moment.
The fucking hit single. Not single.
Right.
Hit record.
It's all over the place. I don't know. I feel like there's definitely been a handful of songs in each album that he's released in the past 10 years.
Yes.
But I don't know if he's ever had, I don't know, me personally, but I don't know if that was just because I was 18 or whatever at the time. But if you're reading this, it's too late. It was probably my favorite album that he came out with at the time. Yeah. And then even since, I really haven't had any songs, a collection of songs from an album that I'm this is good. I'm going to listen to all 10 of these fucking songs. There's so many songs from If You're Reading This, It's Too Late that I listen to still to this day.
Yeah. I think the problem with Drake is it's not even the music he makes, because he still makes good music. It's not really in question. I just think the list of songs that he does choose from is that like some songs, like I always say this, like sometimes albums are too long. Like most people are dropping like a 20 to 26
Right.
song
You
album.
don't need that many
No,
songs. You need like
a good album to me is 10 to 16.
I was gonna say you need like 10 to 15, and I think you're good. And that depends because some people make 2-minute songs, some people make fucking 5-minute
Yeah,
songs.
and it cuts down listenability. And then look, the whole album is gonna be 10 to 16, right? And
Mhm.
then you could drop your deluxe that's gonna be maybe an extra 5.
Right.
Then that's fine. But don't drop the album that's gonna be a 26 fucking song track list, and then you're gonna drop a deluxe one that's gonna boost that shit to like 32. We don't need that many songs. Like, don't I love Drake? There's just a lot of artists I love listening to. I don't need this many songs. I like that you're giving us songs to listen to. So even if we don't like it at the time, we can come back to it later and we might like it. Whatever. But
It's like artists that will like fall off the face of the earth, not release anything for years, and then they'll drop like a 20+ song fucking album. And it's like, why didn't you release like 10 of these 2 years ago?
Yeah. You could have released a little EP with 4 songs. You could have like
Right.
dropped a single here, did a feature here. You could have did
Right.
a lot of shit to like, give us some
Keep yourself relevant
Yeah.
besides like surviving off of songs that were popular 5+ years ago.
That's like the Frank Ocean shit, bro. He doesn't like.
I was gonna say Frank Ocean, but I wasn't sure.
I don't think Frank is coming back.
Rihanna too, though.
Yeah, Rihanna. So she's
Rihanna
surviving
hasn't released shit, and the only thing I will say with Rihanna is she now has what, like 3 or 4 kids.
Yeah,
I'll give her the pass because she's being a mom.
Yeah, legit.
But Frank Ocean, yes, Frank Ocean hasn't released shit.
Frank is just. I think he just living his life.
There's another one that I just saw someone talking about recently that hasn't released anything in like forever. I can't think of who it is off the top of my head.
I can't really think of who hasn't really released songs.
Are we canceling Travis Scott like for real now? Because if so, I'm on board.
Why?
Because of the whole was it Astroworld?
That happened like 4 years.
Yes, but okay, you say that, but the amount of videos that I have seen on my For You page in the past like couple of weeks about Astroworld is weird. Because I remember that it was like 2021.
Yeah, something around
like
there.
End of 2021. There was a couple of girls that I went to school with that went. But I think they were on the good side of the.
Hopefully, I would hope.
Yeah, they're alive. They're fine. But like, I don't understand why it's popping back up on my For You page.
Well, I could tell you. I mean, I don't really know if this is a reason for it. Well, Pusha T, if you know Pusha T, the rapper, he is releasing an album, and he has recently, within like the last couple of weeks, released a single dissing Travis Scott.
Oh, that could be.
But the reason why it's weird is because Pusha T is on the same label as Travis Scott. He is a friend of Travis Scott, and he is in a sense exposing Travis Scott. So maybe that has reasons why he might be getting what you said canceled. Do I believe the cancel's going through?
The videos of the videos of Astroworld though are fucking crazy.
I've never seen any of it. I just ignored that whole thing when it happened. I don't want to see kids die.
I mean, fair.
Yeah, I like
fair.
The thing with me and viral things, like when it's tragic, even when it comes to like the George Floyd stuff, I've never watched any of those videos. I don't watch cop shootings. I never watch any of those videos.
You see, like kids getting, and they're not all kids. I feel like a lot of the people that did pass away, unfortunately, though, were under the age of like 21.
Yeah.
You do see kids getting pulled out of the crowd, and they do say that there was definitely more than the like 9 or 11 or whatever people that passed away. They say there's definitely more. It was just 11 people that had bought tickets that they could track. But yeah, the videos were crazy.
I think the problem with that is mosh pits. Mosh pits are not good.
It wasn't even a mosh pit. It
It
was just
wasn't.
so overcrowded that there was too many people in one area that they literally could not breathe.
It's one of those.
Like, if you've ever walked through an overcrowded area, imagine that, but not being able to move. Like, there's videos of people talking about, this got really serious all of a sudden, but there's videos of people talking about how, how they can't move. And, like, one girl there was videoing, and she was saying how she thought she was gonna die because she could not move from where she was. Like, could not move, her feet are being stepped on, and it was just one side. Like, there was a left side and a right side of the arena, and I think it was the left side is where all this shit happened. Because I think it was closest to the entrance, so I think that's just like where people like spawned to more. But yeah, it was a very it's scary to watch the videos.
Yeah, I've never even indulged in it. I always heard about it. To my understanding, like it was like what I thought it was. I thought it was just a mosh pit and people like got trampolized or whatever the fuck they said.
Trampled? Yeah, no, it was not. It was not a mosh pit. It was just like too many people in one area. There was a word for it. A surge, a crowd surge. So like you had all these people getting pushed up against the barricade in the front. And like they just kept pushing. So you kind of like people were literally just passing out because there was not enough like air to breathe. Because there was just so many people in one area.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, is he gonna get? I mean, I think he should have got canceled when it happened. I'm gonna be honest with you.
He should have, and
really
I think there's definitely like more investigation going into it now, especially because all those videos were resurfacing.
Yeah, I do understand it's not completely his fault, but he has to hold some responsibility for that, and I do agree he should get canceled.
I don't think it's completely his fault. I will say that. But in the videos, you can see him, like, visually looking at people, like, passing the fuck out and not doing anything about it. Meanwhile, like, there have been concerts with 10 times as many people. And there hasn't been any issues like that. You had the Ariana Grande situation where there was, unfortunately, that shooting. She paid for all of, if not all of them, but a majority of the funerals for the people that had passed away.
Yeah.
At that concert. Travis Scott didn't pay for shit.
Not going to.
It's just kind of like taking somewhat of an accountability that like you were unfortunately there for an unfortunate circumstance.
It was your concert, yeah. Like
right.
You were the
and
headliner.
You make money. You're not like this little
underground
like,
rapper.
Right. It'd be different if it was like a local fucking concert and this like, you know, no name fucking artist and there was just so happened to be a fucking shooting or something. I get, like, you probably need the $300 that they're paying you to be here today. Yeah. I get not paying for somebody's funeral, but Travis Scott, and at the time, I don't know if he still is with, but at the time he was associated with the Kardashian Jenners, like, you have the money.
Yeah, Travis Scott is a top-selling...
you had he was like 9. There was a 9-year-old that died at your concert.
Yeah,
and you can't even pay for the kids under the age of fucking 18 that died at your concert?
I mean, I do agree that he should definitely be canceled for that. But it's like, it's one of those things, like, it should have happened at the time, and I think making it happen now is not going to make it happen. Because if you didn't make it happen...
I don't think anything is going to be able to fix what he didn't do.
Yeah.
In 2021. Or even in 2022. But I think if he had taken some sort of accountability, I think he could have saved himself from the potential cancellation.
I mean, he didn't make that apology video. I don't know if you've seen that apology video he made.
I
He
remember an apology video being made, but I don't remember what was said.
Yeah, it was just him being like, it's one of those, like, I'm just so, like, fucked up over this. Yeah, it's one of those. But, man, who knows what's going to happen to Travis Scott, bro? But, yeah, that's, personally, I don't know why he wouldn't be able to, like you said, at least pay for the damages to the families. Because throughout Travis Scott's career, he has a couple of #1 selling albums. Like, he sells a lot.
Or he's collabed with people that have made #1 songs.
He has
but again, at the time, he was literally with, like, at that concert, at that show, at Astro World, whatever the fuck it was, Kylie and his child were literally there. You were associated with the Kardashian-Jenner family. You have the means and the publicity to have, like, fixed all of it and made it not seem like you're a sack of shit. Because this isn't like Woodstock 99 where they, like, didn't have water.
Yeah.
Or they were selling bottles of fucking water for, like, $20, right? This is literally something that could have been prevented. I mean, not that Woodstock 99 couldn't have been prevented, but this is something that could have been prevented with the accountability of Travis Scott, and I think it was Live Nation was who the tour was through.
That is true. I wonder what Live Nation did about this, actually. Because if Travis Scott did it, I mean, I would hope they did.
Yeah, I don't know.
But, that's a little tidbit about Travis and his cancellation that we hope goes through. I mean, I'm not a Travis Scott fan. I'm not a big fan of his music, like, in the slightest, I'll be honest with you. I don't like Travis. I think he makes
2016 music. And hasn't changed.
I'm gonna be honest, that's the best way to describe his
right. He hasn't changed his
sound.
Like, you can tell, like, people changing especially rappers. A lot of the rappers, like, they grow up and you can tell in their albums that they're growing up.
Yeah, just by the way what they're talking about, how they're rapping, even how they move in, like, a real life way. Right.
And I think he just assumes that because he made so much money from his, like, 2016 era, that's what people keep wanting, and it's not good.
The only problem is that it sells, because if you're a Travis Scott fan, you like the Travis Scott
you're gonna
sound.
buy it.
Yeah, you like that sound because you're stuck in a 2016 vortex. You can't get out of it. So you're going to stick with a nigga like Travis Scott who makes this party sound or club, whatever you want to call that shit. I call it dog shit. I don't like it. I mean, he has some songs that go.
Well, then you have like a good example of rap changing or sounds changing because you're growing up is Lil Wayne. I don't know if anybody's listened to the Carter.
That is true. I didn't want to talk about this like last week. Now, I actually didn't even, this wasn't a topic I had in mind, but I did want to somehow talk about that. You are right, like with the change in styles, when it's like Lil Wayne is in a way still doing the same thing he has always done. People should not be surprised that Lil Wayne is not that good anymore. Have you heard the Carter 5 before the Carter 6? Have you heard any of his recent music? He's okay on a feature. He's pretty okay because he's not making 20 fucking songs you have to listen to that are not good. Oh my god. I don't mean to show Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is one of my all-time favorites. I love Lil Wayne.
I was going to say, Lil Wayne, I think, is also just more iconic than like Travis Scott. Obviously.
Yeah, like Travis Scott had a time where he was good for like maybe a year, 2 year stretch. Where it's like, okay, Travis Scott's like this new guy around, and it's like he's exciting, and then he did the same thing again and again and again
Yeah.
and again. But Lil Wayne, who was highly regarded in a lot of rap fans' minds, and even people that don't listen to rap, people that just like Lil Wayne in general, right? He's highly regarded because he had a stretch from like, I want to say like 05, 06, all the way into like the early 2010s.
Right.
And that's when it should have stopped. I'm not saying he should have stopped rapping, but
it was like a solid 10 years.
yeah, it was a great 10-year stretch. He was like the best rapper to a lot of people growing up in that at that time.
Yep.
But when you're, how can I say, when your favorite rappers don't age well, you have to remember them in the light that you remember them. Meaning, you only go back to their classics, you don't go to their recents. And I think this is the case with Lil Wayne. You just don't. Yeah. You don't like this album that like the Carter 6, and even before that the Carter 5, and a bunch of other shit he's done before, like recent. We should not really count this. Let's just act like it didn't happen. You know, it didn't happen because it's bad. And if we put this on his legacy, he's gonna diminish. Let's just remember Lil Wayne from 08. Let's remember that. Let's remember
like 2012 Lil Wayne.
Yeah, let's remember the good Lil Wayne, the one that used to like skate a little bit, and the motto, truck fit.
He's also like old. He's getting old, bro.
He's old. He's very old, and
he's getting old.
He's not bad at rapping, but he's a bad song maker. I would admit that. Because I've seen people, the same thing that we said about Ian in a sense. Well, not really the same thing we said about Ian, but it's kind of like a bad beat picker. That's what it is with Lil Wayne sometimes. You're a bad beat picker.
Yeah, going back to the Ian thing, like I've seen a lot of comments about that where people are like, he was chasing the beat, like trying to find the beat. And I mean, thankfully, it's only like a minute and a half long. Yeah. It's not
a fucking 2-minute, 3-minute song that we have to bear through. But yeah, yeah, it's just rappers that are chasing it, chasing that stardom.
Yeah.
But we had some good conversations today, talked about a lot, talked about,
we could sit here and ramble forever, honestly.
As long as we got topics, we could do this for hours. At least I could do this for hours. This is, talking is pretty much what I designed to do sometimes.
He's like an old lady.
I'm not, but like I said, if you guys enjoyed, hit a subscribe, follow us on TikTok, Instagram. All the socials are in the description. If you have a question, just DM one of those pages, or you could DM me personally. You guys know my Instagram. You guys want a podcast or want to be on a podcast, reach out. I'll get it to you. Sadly, today I do not have an outro from the kid who was there. But, yeah, it's just, maybe next time he'll be here, right? Maybe next time I'll make him
the mystery child.
Maybe next time I'll get him to get some friends. No. No, it's not. That's not my child. But that's a child, not my child, though.
My phone is on 2%.
All right.
Just want you guys to know that.
I'll see you guys next week. We will be here next week. Bye.
Bye.